Well, it looks like we have some information to share about Dustborn's CEO from Red Thread Games. Now, the information we're about to share about this particular person should not exactly be very shocking considering the product that they made and how it's essentially an Antifa training simulator for the people who are dumb enough to play it and be indoctrinated by it. Now, we have an article here from SmashedAT.com with a headline that reads, Dustborn CEO, Red Thread Games, is extremely racist. Ragnar Tornquist, Red Thread Games founder, outed as hypocrite on diversity and is just another white guy that shockingly hates white guys.
Damn it! Every freaking time!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to white people and white guilt, it has got to be one of the most annoying things to witness and to see and to listen to a white person talk about how bad white people are, especially when they're talking from a privileged standpoint in the sense of their employment, their job, their opportunity. They're talking as if they're ready to give up their job at any moment for the first black person they see, but then they never actually do that, right? The people who try to claim, oh, this is stolen land, they're never the first one to give up that land. It's the same thing with this, right? You're talking about diversity and how white people suck, and yet you're not the first one to want to give up your job, your position, your anything for the next black person who is marginalized in your eyes. You know what I mean? So these people are absolute hypocrites. There's no doubt about it, and we're going to get into some examples. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. It says, boy, Dustborn can't just seem to catch a break these days. And now it feels like the dam has burst. Thanks to the Internet Archive Wayback Machine, my man Smash JT going with the Wayback Machine. While the forums over at Red Thread Games have been purged, they have been preserved, and the internet never forgets. I gotta tell you, man, shout out to the internet, man. The internet truly never forgets a lot of things, and it is quite amazing to see that this entire thing was actually archived. You know, the Red Thread forums were actually archived so that we can see exactly just how fucking stupid the people who made Dustborn are. I'm all here for this. So we have this post here. It says racial representation in Dreamfall chapters and the rest of the series. It says that Ragnar, the founder, CEO, and creative director of Red Thread Games, has been outed as an extreme racist hypocrite thanks to a post from 2015 that's resurfaced. While yes, what people say in the past was in the past, and they can certainly change for the better, based on Dustborn, I think it's safe to say that his Trump derangement syndrome has only gotten worse as time has gone on. Oh yeah, if this guy is afflicted with TDS, there is no way that that has gotten better over time. I have never seen, I don't think I've seen anybody. I'm trying to think right now, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody. And if you guys have, you can let me know in the comments down below. But very rarely do you ever see somebody who suffers from TDS and they actually get over it or get better. Usually it gets worse to the point where they become an ideological psychopath just a few years after being afflicted with TDS. It's fucking insane. Tornquist's comments reveal a troubling mindset, one that is drenched in what many would call modern talking points about diversity. His post highlights his self-professed embarrassment over his past creations and suggests a design philosophy more focused on virtue signaling than on making genuinely compelling games. Well, I mean, we don't even need him to say that in order to know it's true. Just look at the product, right? Look at the actual product of Dustborn. It's an Antifa training simulator. I mean, literally word for word. One of the power-ups is they teach you how to cancel people. One of the power-ups is they teach you how to bully people. All the shit that they claim they don't do on actual X or Twitter, or they say that, oh, they don't partake in, and that's just a conspiracy theory. This game literally has that as a power for the people in the game. So what they're telling you their strategies. They're telling you exactly how they go about doing things, because if they can be on the nose, they will. They don't like hiding, right? They don't like hiding unless they're forced to. They hide and work in the shadows because they're forced to, especially now, because they know that since X is now uncensored for the most part, everybody can partake in the conversation, and it's not so easy to control the narrative as it was in the past. It says that, we're going to break this down. So, it says two passages in particular stand out. Our team is predominantly white and male. That's unfortunate. So the white male says that it's unfortunate that most of his team is white and male. You know how you guys fix that? Give up your jobs. Why aren't you giving up your job? If diversity means so much to you, if marginalized people mean the world to you, and you want to give them every opportunity imaginable, give up your job for that marginalized person. Give it up. Give it up. Go ahead. Be the first one. Be the change that you want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just do it, but they're never going to do it. And then just 2 sentences later, he writes, as white males, we have absolutely nothing against our own gender. Oh, come on, bro. Like, why are we lying? Like, how are you going to say 2 completely different things and expect nobody to notice it, bro? Like, why are you lying? You very clearly have a ton of white hatred within you. You're blaming white people for fuck all. I really don't know, but you cannot say that it's unfortunate that you're mostly white and male and then say you have no issues with white males. Come on, let's stop. Of course you have no issues because you're benefiting. That's why you're not giving up your job to a marginalized person. It's not hard to wonder if he realizes the doublethink in these statements or if he's so fully immersed in the rhetoric that he doesn't even notice. Reading the rest of his post makes it abundantly clear. Ragnar is chugging the diversity Kool-Aid as hard as he can. We don't have a political agenda other than to try and represent a world where there aren't just white guys. You realize that white guys are the minority in the actual real world. Do you realize that? Obviously, in the United States, that's not the truth. But in terms of the actual world, like, white guys are the minority. So you're trying to pretend as if, oh, we're just trying to represent a world where there aren't just white guys. Well, congratulations. Maybe you just found that out. But we've known that for a very long time. If Ragnar was writing like this back in 2015, one has to imagine that the outcome of the 2016 election probably pushed him even further to the fringes. He also claims he wants to represent the real world in his games, yet uses his location in Norway as an excuse for why his team can't be more diverse. The irony is strong here. Norway's population is already nearly 17% immigrants. Why does Ragnar see the team's makeup as unfortunate, but refuses to actually do anything about it? It seems like he's more comfortable parroting talking points than making tangible, meaningful changes. Well, that's exactly what it is. That's literally what I said. He is going to do everything he can to make himself look virtuous in the public eye. But when it comes for action, right? When it comes time to put some action behind those words, homeboy's not going to be the first one to take action. He's going to be the last, right? He's not going to give up his job. He's not going to advocate for other white men to give up their jobs. He is just simply going to blame whatever he can on why he actually can't do what he virtue signals for, and yet he will continue to virtue signal for it because it makes him look good, right? It makes him look like that white savior that they all love to look at and look like on social media. It's a fucking joke. It's even more laughable that he says he feels guilty for his team being mostly white because they live in Norway. If diversity is such a virtue, why isn't he actively doing something about it? The answer is simple. People like Ragnar talk a big game but never take the logical next step. They loudly advocate for more women of color in the industry but never seem to be willing to give up their cushy positions for them. It's always someone else's job to fix it. Isn't it, Ragnar? That's a damn good question, Smash JT. Isn't it, Ragnar? Answer the fucking question. So listen, man, at the end of the day, we know that these people are not ever going to give up their cushy positions. Like I said, all video, they're never going to give it up. And I'm glad that Smash JT said the same exact sentiment, because at the end of the day, these people are just virtue signalers. That's all they are. They are people that are trying to pretend to be virtuous online, and they are never going to actually make any step that's worth any sort of tangible change other than to continue to line their own pockets. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate if you could like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.